Hi, I'm Mike Rogers, sitting down with Heather Romanek from Watertown, New York, to talk about public transportation. How does public transportation not being available to you affect your life?
Well, it makes it hard on me because I have to rely on my mother or my aide to get me places. Like I know my aide like will be taking me out places and stuff like that, but for other things, like I always have to rely on my mother, and because right now they're just starting to get rural transportation in my area. So, and if there were more rural public transportation in my area, that would be great for me.
And you live in Watertown, correct?
Yeah, Watertown, New York, USA.
Okay. Now you work, right, Heather? Do you work at all?
Yes, I do. I work as the self advocacy consultant for the Arc of Jefferson County. I work mostly from home remotely, but sometimes I go in for meetings and conferences and out of town conferences.
And would public transportation being better help you with that?
Yes, it would. So I would like to see they've mapped out like said what the stops are going to be, but I would like to see more stops like near my road.
Would you, how would that impact your life if you could get public transportation all the way out where you live in the rural area
That would
of,
be more helpful to me so I could take public transportation, because the last time I took public transportation here in the North Country was 4 or 5 years ago when my mom and I had to call a cab, and we found the cab was kind of late picking us up, and so that's the one trouble we had with it. And so
so do you think that if you had public transportation in a major way from an from a major transportation authority, that it would allow you to be more independent?
yes, definitely.
Because right now you have very limited public transportation without somebody driving you, correct?
That's correct.
Yeah. But if you, um, because you're in Dan's region, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yes,
So if you were to say anything to the legislators about the need for increased funding to expand public transportation, what would you want to say to them?
that we need more rural transportation, more accessible transportation, and more bus stops.
More bus stops.
Yes.
And and you believe that better funding would help with that, correct?
Yes, I do.
Okay.